Welcome again. Coach Phill here, coming to you. And this week we are talking about high performance. We're talking about the ultimate success formula. And as you continue on your journey during 2017, I just want to remind you, sometimes of the fundamentals of the simple things. I was looking through an archive of the things that I've done over the years, and there's a certain way that the same message keeps coming up. So I want to share with you the ultimate success formula, and this you can apply across anything, across business, across your life, across relationships, whatever it is. And half of it is some stuff from the one and the only Tony Robbins, and then there's a few other bits from somewhere else, but the message is the same. The fundamentals are the same. So your ultimate success formula starts with one thing and one thing alone. As Tony Robbins says, know your outcome. Remember, clarity. Know your outcome. There's so many goal setting seminars out there. There's so many. I remember in one of the videos I said, stop the smart goal setting. Okay? Why? It doesn't have life. It doesn't get you to dig deeper. It doesn't help you to, it doesn't get you to go to the core. When we talk about knowing your outcome in the series that we do, we have the Momentum Live, which is our flagship seminar. Momentum Live is we go through a process that takes you to dig deep to find out what is it that really is going to make you come alive. What do you want? What is that one core thing that you say, you know what? If I got this, it would change everything. What is that one thing that if you researched your life, you're like, you know what? This is what my purpose is. This is what I want to do in life. Okay? Knowing that is like 70% of the entire process of success in life. Just getting out and knowing, you know what? This is my outcome. I know what I want at the end of the day. Okay, intelligent performance, for example. We know what we want out of the day. I know what I want to make sure that my grandchildren live a better life because I stepped up. Okay? Help enough people get what they want so that you can achieve what you want. But you must be able to dig deep. So know your outcome. That is the number one. And again, if you don't have a journal and you're so clever that you can hold things in your head, I want you to go through them and say, hey, what is my outcome? What do I really want out of life? Because clarity is power. Remember that. Clarity is power. If you know what you want, if you know where you're going, then it is easy to know where you got to start. But if you don't know where you're going, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which compass, however sophisticated the tool of the journey is, it doesn't matter. So know your outcome. Success formula, in terms of the formula, the number 2 is you must know your reasons why. The reason that smart goals don't work is they never get you to add emotion behind the outcome. Having a big enough why is so important. It is what creates that oomph that makes you get up when you don't want to. It is what gets you up and makes you have conversations that you didn't want. It is where you get up and you do something even if you don't feel like doing it, because the reason why you're doing it is so important. It is something you will die for. That is what it's going to go, because emotion creates action. Emotion gets you to go places. Emotion gets you to scale up and say, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to make sure it happens because it's so important. So my question to you is, what are the reasons you want whatever you say you want to have? What is behind what it is you want? Because if the why is not big enough, if it's not deep enough, if it won't get you to go places you have never gone, then it is going to be hard for you to continue the journey. And yes, most of my clients are going to come in and they have a great outcome. They know where they want to go, but they don't have a big reason why. My job is to always say, hey, if you don't attach emotion to it, it's going to be harder. Actually, it is not going to be easy. Most importantly, the chances of failure are very high. So think about it. Number 1, know your outcome. Number 2, know the reasons why you want that outcome. Why do I want my grandchildren to live a better life? That's the only way we're going to make a generational change. But remember, your children, your grandchildren role model you more than they listen to you. You want to make a difference? You want to do something that is astonishing for your family? Be a great role model. Do something that is going to totally change. Some of you know my story. I wasn't born in the greatest family. I had a great family, yes. I was born in a great family, but we're not the richest people on the block. We lived like all other civil servants live. We went to the schools where not, we were okay, and I had my first job in my primary seven. I think I was about 12. I went to do some cooking for a factory. Why? Because we had to find ways to make things happen. Okay? Now, that past gives me a big reason why I need to make sure that my kids step up. But not just my kids, my grandchildren. I want them to step up and be hard workers and live a great life because grandpa lived a great life. That is what fuels me. That is what makes me wake up and do things that I want to. That is what makes me get up and do things that otherwise I would rather stay in bed. That is what is going to make me work 24/7. That is what is going to make me gruff. That is why I've got grit to say, you know what? This is the reason why. Because I know that if I do what I have to do, then there's a generational change. Then we stop the blame game. Because I was born here. No, cut that nonsense. Let's just do some work, okay? Next, ladies and gentlemen, is take massive, Tony Robbins would say massive action. We add the word massive unconditional action. No conditions. It is not, I will do because, no, I will just do. You know what you want. There's a reason why. Just get up and take some massive action. You want to lose weight, get up and just run. Okay, just do some serious stuff. If you're unhealthy, just get up and run. Run until your heart wants to burst. If you want to start a business, study until you can't open your eyes. Do whatever it takes. Why? Massive action creates momentum. Okay, it is a formula that if you begin to follow, you will get to where you need to go. Just do the work. There's so many people. How many stories do you hear people say, I would like to be like him. And then when you tell them what it's going to take, they're not willing to pay the price. Are you willing to pay the price for success? I don't know. But it's about just taking unconditional, massive action. It's no condition. It's not based on anything. Just freaking get out and do some work. Next, ladies and gentlemen, number 4, assess. Regularly notice your results. Regularly and consistently look at how are you doing? How are you moving? How are you doing? If you're not regularly doing that, how are you going to know if you're going in the right direction? How are you going to know if you're getting the results? How are you going to know if it is the right move? Okay? So consistently assess. Find ways of saying, okay, where was I yesterday? Where am I today? Where was I last year? How am I doing? Am I progressing? Ask your clients. Do whatever it takes to say, you know what? I am on the right track. Because it is sad for you to work 20 years and then reach the end and say, what was that about? Okay? Just do what you must do in terms of consistently looking and saying, hey, where am I at? Am I getting there? That's why the journaling, that's why the scheduling, that's why your calendar is important. So you know what? I'm on course. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm getting some feedback. I usually tell guys in sessions that, hey, if you're not doing regular assessment, then you might get to the end and boom. That is why most companies, they do assessments once every quarter and then they fire people at the end of the year and people are like, oh my God, how did that come? Hey, if you're not doing it regularly, chances are you'll be off course, but nobody's going to tell you. But this is your life. This is about you. And I'm saying, hey, do the assessment yourself. Okay? Every week, every month, take time out and say, how did I do this month? Where did I go? If you're not taking that assessment, morale might not even be as high as it should. Okay? Number 5, never, ever, ever. This word should never, ever, ever exist in your vocabulary. Giving up. That's not part of you. Okay? Take that out of your vocabulary. Take it out of failure is not an option for you. Okay? Failure is just another way to know that, you know what, you're moving. Failure is feedback for champions. Okay? Just find a way to find a reason to continue moving. Giving up is not an option. Okay? Every time you find a challenge, every time there's something that has stopped you, you know what? It has given you some feedback that you're not on the right track. Change, do, continue. It's not the right thing. Change, do. Sooner or later, the world will run out of options and it will give you what you want. Giving up is not an option. Keep going because, yes, you got to be successful regardless. Yeah? And I know, if it is humanly possible, then it is for you and me. So we just got to keep grinding and grinding, okay? We just got to keep going at it, There's not many people out there who became multi-millionaires after 1-2 years and sustained it. No. It's about hard work. It's about going after it. Are you going to get setbacks? Yes. Are you going to find situations which are unpleasant? Yes. But your job is to remain on course. If the vision is big enough, you know your outcome, you have great emotion, giving up is not an option. And then finally, celebrate. Celebrate, 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 celebrate. Enjoy when you win. Take time to, say, hey, well done. It doesn't mean that you have to throw parties. No, take time once in a while to treat yourself, to say, you know what, I did well this week. Okay, go take a walk. I'm, and yes, my loved ones, yes, I'm sorry, but sometimes I'm very selfish about my celebrations. Sometimes when I've done pretty well, I like to be on my own and go and sit somewhere and have a glass of a nice juice or whatever and just enjoy what I did that week. Why? So that you can send a message to the brain that, hey, you know what? Well done, And yes, I also have the elaborate celebrations where we're going to do stuff with the team and stuff with my family. I want every 90 days to take time off to go with my loved ones so that we can go and unwind and just celebrate the hard work. It is important that you celebrate. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the 6 points for your ultimate success formula. Number 1, know your outcome. Number 2, know the reasons why, have emotion behind it. Number 3, take massive unconditional action. Number 4, assess regularly, consistently. Know how you're doing. Number 5, never ever give up. That word, cross it out of your life. And finally, make sure you are celebrating consistently so that you send a message, a good feel message that, hey, you know what? It's good when I work. Okay? And until next time, whatever you do, live strong, live with passion, and have the audacity to live life on your terms. Thank you.